And making sure that he's got his head on straight and that he's hearing good things from inside the program.
100%, 100%. No matter what it is, we always want to get feedback with Drew. We always ask him questions. How do you feel about this? Like, was that good enough for you? You need more time? Do you need extra space? Just little communication details. We're always talking with him.
How important is confidence, not just for him, but for a football player to play to the best of your ability?
It's extremely important. Confidence is what drives a man. You can't go out there and be nervous that, oh, this guy might beat me, or this guy's highly recruited, highly rated. You got to go out there like you're the best, you're the baddest man on the planet. Like, you got to play, you got to trust yourself, trust what your coach has been telling you, trust that your O-lineman going to be there next to you. You just got to, I mean, that's a hard question because I can't imagine somebody playing without confidence. Like, it just don't make sense. Like, I don't know.
Is this a confident group, this Penn State team this season?
100%.
How so?
Just play. We just play hard. I don't know. We talk trash. We never take no aggression without handing it back. I just feel like this team is just very well put together.
Who's the
Has
best
this team
trash
handled
talker?
the last 2 weeks really well? And in what ways have you guys handled the last 2 weeks really well, do you think?
We still staying on our course, doing exactly what we know we got to do to get better every week, not letting up on anything, always focusing on our details, always just trying to get better. Like, that's just the main thing. We always trying to get better. We always want to get better.
The O-line, obviously, there's been some struggles here and there. James talked about first and second down being an issue lots of times because you don't want a lot of third and longs. How do you go about correcting that, do you think?
I feel like that's a question for Trout maybe, but just for us personally, we just try to do our job to the best of our abilities. That's it.
Who's the best trash talker?
Me?
Is there you guys have done a lot of long drives, a lot of stringing plays together as an offensive lineman. Is there a settling in phase during a football game where you start to feel like, okay, now I'm in a rhythm, or is it something like from first snap you're ready to go and you're feeling comfortable and I guess the idea of wearing on the defense, how much is that a thing versus how much you need to get into a flow to do that?
See, as an O-lineman, it's a little harder to say, like, you got to get into a flow. I would say, like, you got to just go into the game already ready, prepared, That's why we got warm-ups. That's why we practice every day, different looks. Like, when that first ball gets snapped, you got to be locked in and ready to go. There's no filling out what they're going to do.
What's been the biggest difference working alongside Juice Scruggs last season and then now Hunter Nourzad this season, who's playing center for the first time in his career?
It's not really a difference. Hunter's giving me the same thing Juice was giving me last year. Both playing hard, both communicating well, no issues in that regard. So I feel like he's doing exactly what Juice was doing.
What'd you see from Drew Shelton, who had to come in last week? And Caden Wallace and him have been probably very competitive throughout practice all of this time. But what did you see from Drew coming in and sliding over from the left side to the right side? How has he progressed at that spot?
He's just always ready for when his number's called. As a group, we all got to be ready. You never know what could happen, especially at our position. We hit every play, so you never can know what can happen. So when you're ready, when your number is called, it's extremely important. And Drew's always ready. He's been ready as a freshman, so that's extremely helpful.
Two more questions for Sal.
When you're blocking on a run play, whether it's RP or not, but when it's run play, what do you need to have in mind, whether it's Singleton, Allen, Potts? Is there something you need to be aware of about their running styles when you're blocking on a given running play?
Nah. Just make sure we make our block. That's the most important. We make our block, the running backs will make us right.
Here's a dumb question, but I'm curious. How much is blocking like dancing? Because a lot of times when I'm watching film, it looks like everyone has a choreographed spot to be in. Mm-hmm. Even the defense kind of plays with that at a certain point. So I don't know if you've ever taken dancing lessons, but like, is there like something there?
In pass pro, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, just the different kick sets you got to do. You got to play in your legs. You can't just move your arms and stuff. So I would say, yeah, in the pass pro. Yeah, it's a whole lot of going back and forth with your feet.
Thanks for saving my dumb question.
Thanks, Sal. Appreciate it.